And we are also heading into a political year here in which there's going to be more pressure.
Did you know that China's financial crisis is more complex than it appears? Renowned billionaire investor Ray Dalio sheds light on this issue. Join us in simplifying the intricacies of China's financial landscape for a broader audience. China initially received praise for managing COVID-19. However, they didn't adopt vaccines from other countries, a strategic mistake. This lapse not only posed health risks but also led to tensions with the U.S. and its allies. The United States perceives China as a rising threat, with the Taiwan issue as a potential flashpoint, termed containment. In contrast, China's focus is on domestic challenges, from the demographics and corruption to poverty, environmental issues, and property market bubble. Conflicts tend to follow a sequence: trade, war, technology war, geopolitical influence war, capital and economic warfare, and then military war. This pattern has historical precedents and serves as a template for understanding conflict evolution. China's ownership of American debt raises concerns. If China were to sell its holdings, it might not greatly affect the U.S., as the government can print money, albeit depreciating the currency. The paradoxical situation stems from China lending money to a nation with a per capita income 40 times larger. China's economic growth has been nothing short of spectacular. Since Ray Dalio's first visit to China in 1984, per capita income in the country has increased by an astonishing 27 times. If this rate of increase continues and China per capita income reaches ever half of that in the United States, it would make China's economy twice the size of the U.S. economy. The meteoric rise in economic stature places China in a unique position. They're striving for self-sufficiency, especially in light of the uncertainties and risks in the global economic landscape. The United States shares similar sentiment, with an increasing emphasis on self-sufficiency. Interestingly, China's past approach to international lending and trade was somewhat conservative. They refrained from dominating their exports and trade in their own currency. Likewise, they avoided dominating their lending in their own currency. China's primary motivation was to avoid being perceived as a threat to the existing world order. The approach indicates that they did not aim to disrupt the global economic system. Their focus was on economic growth and development, rather than challenging the established world order. However, as Dalio points out, the global landscape is changing, and China's stance may evolve accordingly. China, like any nation, aspires to be great. However, this doesn't necessarily translate to a desire to dominate the world. Instead, China's objective is to achieve greatness while maintaining peace and stability. They aim to preserve their power and prosperity while being a responsible global player. In contrast to the United States' strong emphasis on individual freedoms and equal opportunities, China follows a different path. Their perspective stems from Confucianism, which prioritizes hierarchical order and harmony. The different value system shapes their approach to governance and international relations. China's leadership is primarily concerned with maintaining the power of the Communist Party, akin to the United States, dedication to upholding the Constitution. In essence, both nations have a profound commitment to preserving their respective systems and orders. China's approach to ideology differs significantly from the United States. The United States places a strong emphasis on democracy and capitalism as the superior systems, often advocating for these values globally. In contrast, China's leadership sees its approach as equally valid. China's leaders view democracy and capitalism as Western concepts, not necessarily universally applicable. They are more inclined to believe that other countries should be allowed to develop their own systems and let the best approach naturally prevail. This divergence in perspective raises significant questions about whether the world should enforce a particular ideology or allow nations to follow their unique path. Another area of contention between China and much of the rest of the world is the issue of human rights. China's stance on human rights differs significantly from the prevailing global norms. China's approach to human rights is rooted in its historical and cultural context. This approach emphasizes the importance of order, stability, and hierarchical society. As such, the Chinese government often cracks down on dissent and places strong controls on the media. China's unique approach to human rights poses a significant challenge to international relations, as it clashes with the values held dear by many other nations. This divergence raises crucial questions about how the international community should engage with China and address their differences in values. Interconnectedness with China reaches beyond governments. It extends to individuals and businesses. Many daily products like Apple devices and sneakers are Chinese-made. China plays a pivotal role in the global economy, providing approximately 22% of U.S. imports. China's historical interactions offer insights. The tribute system, where countries acknowledge a hierarchical order, mirrors China's approach to the international relations. Like today, the goal isn't world domination, but global harmony where each nation thrives. A notable example of this cultural clash occurred in the realm of sports, when an individual associated with an NBA team expressed support for Hong Kong during the 2019 protest. The Chinese government not only punished the individual, but also the entire NBA. The incident highlighted the difference in perspectives and the potential repercussions for those who do not align with the Chinese government stance. Chinese leadership places a high value on maintaining the power of the Communist Party, viewing it as necessary for maintaining order and stability. This perspective is similar to the United States' reverence for its Constitution, which it sees as integral to preserving its democratic principles. It's essential to recognize that China has a rich history of creativity and innovation. Historically, China was ahead of the curve, pioneering inventions such as the printing press long before the West. This tradition of innovation continues today. China's entrepreneurial spirit and innovation are evident in various sectors, from technology to manufacturing and beyond. The country has given birth to numerous groundbreaking inventions and ideas. The spirit of creativity is evident in the current global landscape, where China plays a substantial role in driving innovation and progress. However, the balance between innovation and order is critical. China, like any nation, must navigate the delicate equilibrium, striking the right balance to ensure that progress continues without descending into disorder. China's leadership has taken a more autocratic approach in recent years. The shift raises questions about the right balance between order and individual freedoms. Just as China grapples with this challenge, the United States faces its own struggles with maintaining social order and harmony. China's leadership has implemented a Little Giants program aimed at fostering entrepreneurship and innovation. This program is a form of state capitalism, reflecting China's unique approach to economic development. However, maintaining a delicate balance is crucial to ensure that authoritarianism does not overshadow individual freedoms and progress. In the United States, challenges of disorder and division present themselves, raising questions about how to strike the right balance between freedom and societal stability. These challenges underscore the need for nations to learn from each other's experiences and approaches. Dissent in China differs significantly from the open discourse and protests seen in the United States. In China, dissent often occurs beneath the surface. Freedom of speech, as understood in the West, is not as readily available in China. The interconnectedness between the United States and China extends beyond governments and businesses to the daily lives of individuals. The choices we make as consumers are often intricately linked to China, which plays a pivotal role in the global supply chain. Businesses around the world, from tech giants to small startups, have intricate relationships with China. These connections shape their strategies, supply chains, and business operations. Understanding the global interconnectedness is vital for making informed choices and decisions in the modern world. When it comes to navigating the complex relationship between the United States and China, individuals often look to their governments for guidance. Government policies and diplomatic efforts play a crucial role in managing the complexities of international relations. Governments around the world must find ways to engage with China effectively, respecting their unique culture and values while upholding fundamental principles of human rights and democracy. This is a delicate balancing act, and governments must carefully consider their position and policies. History offers valuable lessons for understanding the dynamics between nations like the United States and China. As we examine the historical interactions and parallels, we gain insights into the challenges and opportunities presented by the changing world order. Throughout history, the balance between maintaining order and fostering progress has been a recurring theme. The United States and China each approach this balance differently, but there are universal principles at play. Finding a harmonious equilibrium is key to global stability. That concludes our video. Thanks for watching, and if you found it insightful, please like, share, and subscribe.